My name is Simon and welcome to my little garage here in Denmark. I've never really done any alignment videos because I think the internet is completely flooded with them. But the other day I did an alignment on my old Volkswagen Golf, and even though I adjusted the front wheels to the manufacturer specifications, the steering wheel is actually still off center. And that's actually to the fact that this car has a solid rear axle, which supposedly then should make the alignment easier because, of course, obviously, you just need to adjust the front wheels. But it's actually not that simple. And if you have done an alignment on a car with a solid rear axle, you might have come to the exact same conclusion that you actually need to make small adjustments after you have done the alignment in order to get the steering wheel perfectly at a straight alignment. So this video is going to be exactly about that, how to compensate or how to do alignment on a car with a solid rear axle. And for the purpose, I'm using my Target Line 4-wheel laser alignment system because, well, first of all, I want to measure each toe angle on each wheel, and it also enables me in measuring each wheel individually, so it's not the total toe, because I want to look at what's actually going on the wheels on the rear shaft. And that's basically why. So, and I already did some measurements, so I think we're gonna just have a look at my blackboard and then see what's going on and why doesn't the car drive in a complete straight line even though they are within specs. So here are the measurements I just did, and these are not total toe measurements, it is individual toe. The total toe doesn't really say much about each individual wheel, what the angle is, you might know that, which is why we are only looking at each wheel individual. But on the front wheels, the manufacturer actually leaves quite a big play for us to adjust the wheels within, because they are saying that the front wheels should be neutral plus minus 10 minutes. So it's actually quite a big tolerance. And my measurements actually show that the front wheel on the left side is 4 minutes toe out and 3 minutes toe out on the right side. That's completely within specs. Now let's have a look at the rear shaft, because even though I'm not able to adjust the rear wheels, it's a solid shaft, that's why I'm making this video. The orientation of the rear wheels affect how the car drives, if I'm able to drive in a straight line or not. Now what we can see is that the manufacturer says that the rear wheels should be within 25 minutes toe in plus minus 15 minutes. And what we can see is that the left rear wheel has 36 minutes toe in. That's actually within tolerance because we can go up to 40 minutes toe in. That's just fine. And what we have on the left rear wheel, we actually have a little toe out. Now, 1 minute toe out is a very theoretically number. I don't think that any system can measure that precise. So it could be a little toe in, it could be a little toe out. Nevertheless, it's not quite within specs because we can go up to 10 minutes toe in. But the thing is, I'm not able to do anything about this. But what I can do is I can use those data information to align or compensate with the front wheels, which we're going to talk about now. Because what happens with the car is that it turns, if I put the steering wheel completely straight, it's going to turn to the left. So what we can actually see is that we have a rear wheel pointing to the right, and we have the left front wheel going a little bit toward the left, which actually is going to make the car rotate a little bit around its center axis. Which also is why that when people are trying to compensate for wheel alignment or steering wheel being off, they adjust a little bit on each tie rod, which then makes the car or the steering wheel be straight. But what I'm going to do here is, okay, we have this quite big toe in here, which will make the car turn to the left. What I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to focus on this left front wheel. I want this to be more neutral. perhaps even pointing a little toward in. If I do that, I'm still within specs from the manufacturer, and hopefully then I'm able to compensate for the big toe in that we have on this rear wheel. So that's actually what's going on, and this is why a four-wheel alignment is actually very important, even though you are doing an alignment on a car with a solid rear shaft. So enough talk, let's go to the front wheel and adjust that to a more neutral position, and then let's see if the car drives straight. So I just loosened the tie rod and I got the laser on, and I don't know if you can see that on this. Okay, I can turn it out. So I'm hitting the target and I'm getting a reading of approximately 4-6 minutes out, like I did before. It's fine. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm just gonna adjust it a little bit. Toe in. Let's see if I'm able to do that. Just a little bit. Oh my, it's not that easy. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Oh, I'm too old for this shit. So let me see, toe in, I need to turn it a little outwards. So where are we now? We are actually a little 6-minute toe in. Okay, it's pretty much within specs. It could be actually a little too much. Oh, yeah. It's not 6 quite. It's only like 4. That's fine. So I'm gonna tie this up. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna double check that everything is fine. I think it's right here. So perhaps you can have a look with me. Yeah, it's something like 4 minutes. Okay. So right now it's been adjusted to approximately 4 minutes toe in. What I will say is that if it's something you're doing frequently, these wheel alignments, I would encourage you to invest in some turning plates and at least a steering wheel lock, perhaps even an alignment system, because the strings and jacks, it works, but it's something you can do if you don't do customer cars. That's about it. So I'm gonna take it for a ride and then see how it works. So I just took it for a test drive, and actually the thing is, the steering wheel is a little better now. It's almost straight, but it's not completely perfect yet. So what I can do is actually, I can either leave it as it is, but I think I'm gonna tweak it a little more. I'm gonna give it a little more toe in. So I'm still within specs now. Remember, it was only 4 minutes toe in. I'm gonna see if I can hit 8 and then basically close it there. I'm very curious, what are you doing when you're trying to do a wheel alignment on a car with a solid rear axle? Which kind of compensations do you do in order to make it drive in a straight line? Leave comments, please, down below. I would like to read them. As always, I want you to stay safe, take care, bye bye.